Right.
Sarah, you fucking up again, Sarah. It was 4-1 that series. It was a gentleman's sweep, as they say.
Damn it, Sarah!
Craig! 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 Talk to him for a minute.
Shit, I'll do a
The
little
shade.
intro then,
Bro,
and
we
then we'll
going all in.
just get cracking. Yeah. I got nothing planned, so whoever wants to go first, go first. Kyle, we'll start with you because you look ready, bro. You brought the suits on.
Hey, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for having me here on Speakeasy. You know, it's a pleasure and honor. Goose, always glad to see you.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
This is my first time on the Speakeasy, so you know, Danny, appreciate you having me. With Kyle as well. You know, him and I were you know, the 1-2 punch back in the day. So for all the sports lingo and that. So, you know, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. And we have gathered here today to discuss the NBA Finals. I'm kind of sad we're missing Craig because Kyle and I were talking about before. We had the number one LeBron guy and then the anti-LeBron guy. We're kind of looking forward to that matchup. But speaking of tonight's matchup, who you got, Valley or Goose? You going by Goose? I ain't gonna speak no governments. I'll loop that out. My bad.
No, it's all good. Yeah, Goose is fine. But yeah, the first game, I'm actually gonna go with Miami. I think you know, LeBron. I think one of the things that he's always done over the course of his career is you know, that first game's kind of a feel-out game. I think Miami actually matches up really well with the Lakers with Bam, and you know, they got a lot of wings that can guard LeBron, and I think they're going to do a lot of switching on the perimeter with him. So, you know, I think Miami's going to come out with a lot of energy. They got a lot of young talent on their team. They match up pretty well. So I'm going to take Miami in the first game, but I definitely think I got the Lakers in 6. I was going to say in 5, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a tougher series than people think. So but I'm going to give Miami the edge tonight. So in game 1.
What you got, Kyle?
Well, I don't think any of us are going out on a limb by saying that, you know, the Lakers are going to win this series. You know, I'm going to go with, you know, 5 or 6 games here. And I think it's, you know, Craig is not here today, but I don't think America would want to hear from Craig because Craig has, since 2009, Josh Valley told us that LeBron James would not win a ring. And here we are 11 years later, and he's getting ready for his 5th. So I got the Lakers in 5.
His 5th?
Is it? Oh, it's 4th. It's 4th.
It's 4th, right?
Let me check it.
Yeah. Oh shit! Hey, that's what's up.
That was a mistake on Sarah's part. I'm sorry about that.
Goddamn, Sarah. Yeah, you can't. You know what I'm saying, bro. I think I was going back and forth. Like, obviously, well, not obviously. I don't talk a lot of basketball and speak easy, but I'm a pro LeBron guy. I think he is the best, most skilled player of all time. But he's up there, bro. It's not the same Bron that we witnessed get those first 3 rings. You know what I'm saying? And I think we see it. We're like, a lot of these layups those used to be like slam dunks. It's just crazy to even like fathom that, like, he's still doing work though, still putting up numbers, like, you know. But
He's
I think he got
jumping
scrappy.
high. He's jumping mighty high in year 17.
He is higher than me.
He's jumping mighty high.
Higher than me still, for sure. Probably today he died. But fuck, bro. I wanted to say Miami. Only because I expect the worst, bro. Just because after what happened bro, I was at your house when Dallas beat Miami for the chip. I think it was like 2011.
Yeah. I think, you know, Josh, you brought up a very valid point. If the Lakers were to lose a game, it would be tonight. You know, and I think the Miami deserves to be here. Let's not act like, you know, Miami didn't beat the Greek Freak. Right. You know, they beat the defensive player of the year, the reigning MVP. They have done the work. You know, they got Duncan Robinson. He's shooting, 40% from the three-point line. We got a great player in Tyler Hero, who's living up to his last name. Goran Dragic, who is also a threat. You know, I think they do have a slight chance.
Yeah, I think the key for Miami is I think one of the biggest things that they have to do is shoot well from 3. And one thing that, you know, I know with young guys, especially like their first time around in the finals, you know, I know it can be rather difficult for those guys to shoot a high percentage from 3 as opposed to, you know, like the second round or the Eastern Conference Finals. So, you know, those guys are really going to have to play well. But like I said, I think, you know, with Butler Jay Crowder. I think those guys really have played well on LeBron over the years. They showed some of his percentages, against those two matchups. So, I think he's going to have a tough time. And I think Iguodala's got the experience as well. And then Spo obviously knows his approach and the mental aspect of the game too. So Spo's going to drop some things that'll definitely, throw LeBron off a little bit. But I think he's going to have to work for everything. So, and then hopefully, I don't know how they're going to match up with Bam, but hopefully AD can pull Bam out of the paint a little bit so LeBron can, do his thing at the rim. But it should be interesting.
Yeah, those numbers that Goose are referring to, the top 3 LeBron stoppers since 2013 and 14. Number 1 is Draymond Green, holding LeBron to 39.3% field goal percentage. I apologize. I'm a little sippy sip. And I honor my guys coming on the show. But number 2 would be Jimmy Butler, who's a starting shooting guard. Is he starting guard or forward for them? Don't even matter.
Both.
He plays both, yeah.
Then they have number 3, Jay Crowder, is a guy holding LeBron to 42% field goal percentage. So, yeah, they got the 2 of the top 3 LeBron stoppers and Iguodala, who literally won MVP for guarding LeBron. So it's scary, but, I mean, Josh actually – or I'm sorry, I'm going to stop saying governments. I'm fucking up. But you made a good point with just the team being young and not being able to step up in the big moments. But I don't know, bro. It's interesting. I'm not giving it to Lakers like everybody else because AD gets hurt too. He almost got hurt in the last series. He's questionable for that you know what I'm saying, the finals clinching game. So it's just if AD can stay healthy and LeBron plays like LeBron of old, it's Lakers all day. But looking at just watching these guys play basketball, Miami looks like they can be a problem for sure.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that, the Lakers have is that like experience, I think that's going to play a huge role too. Like just having those guys that have kind of been there. Cause that hoop's going to shrink, quite a bit for guys like, not so much Dragic, but I think for like Hero and Robinson and Nunn and, some of those other guys, I think it's going to be we're going to see tonight, how they play. And I think that's going to tell the tale for the whole series. So, but it's going to come down to that. Miami's going to have to shoot really well. Cause I think we come to realize and expect, KCP and Danny Green and, I don't know how much with Caruso, but some of those guys, we know that they, step up. So hopefully Danny Green steps up. He's been playing pretty bad, but he's pretty experienced. So, hopefully he'll shoot decent, but that's
you bring up the point of Iguodala, who I think is definitely bringing some leadership in the locker room, having been there before. Also Jay Crowder, who's also had some good playoffs runs. But, guys, we got to talk about the depth of the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got to talk about how outsized Miami Heat are. They don't have Bam. If Bam gets in foul trouble, where are we going? Where are we going on the Miami Heat bench to guard AD, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard? It's just I just see them very outmatched when it comes to the depth of size.
Right.
Yeah. Are you looking that up? Yeah, someone looked that up because I really don't know who. I know they got Kelly Olynyk. That's another big body they have, but I really don't know any other centers on Miami off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, Miles Leonard is there, but I think what they might do is they might play, Leonard and, Bam at the same time because I don't know how Frank's going to approach this first game, but, obviously they play that lineup with, that starting lineup with either JaVale and AD or Dwight and AD. So we'll see how they, how they approach tonight's game. I don't know what they're going to do, but I think if Frank goes with that lineup, then Spo's going to have to match, that big lineup. So, but, it should be interesting how they match up.
Yeah, that's a very good point. How about the bubble though? It's kind of crazy. Miami's like even here. Like, when's the last time we've seen a 5th seed in the NBA Finals? Like, I feel like the no home court advantage things allowed them to like really thrive. The true gamers really came out in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? It's been dope.
Yeah, I think the travel had a lot to do with it. I think they didn't have to travel. They're playing in the same gym. I'm here in the bubble today, and I personally talked to Anthony Davis, who said, you guys brought up the injury. His ankle is feeling much better.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler,
okay.
he's a little rowdy in the backstage. He says a lot of people didn't believe in him, and he's got a chip. He's definitely got a chip on his shoulder. So it's been pretty interesting here in the bubble. There hasn't been a lot of females walking around. It's really a big sausage fest here in the bubble. But, I mean, I can't complain. It's been great basketball.
That's what's up.
I haven't been granted my access. I know I don't have the connect like Kyle, but I don't have the plug
Yeah,
like
you
that. But,
gotta get the pass. That's all it is.
right. Yeah.
Get in touch with Sarah. You gotta get in touch with Sarah. She's all
Sarah,
that. Yeah.
email Goose.
Yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Anytime.
Oh, yeah, boys. I know, Kyle, you're on a time limit. Is this you gotta get going, or what's up with you?
Oh no, we're still good. I got about a good 5 or 10 minutes. Real quickly, I just wanted to say, big fan of the Speakeasy podcast. First of all, you guys are bringing some awesome, amazing content to my Instagram feed. It's a wonderful hat you got on there. Also,
I'm gonna need I'm gonna need to hold one of those. Sorry, Kyle. I'm gonna need one of those.
Absolutely. Danny, I'm going through, prior to coming on the show, I was ecstatic. And I'm going through your Instagram and I'm looking at one of the posts, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I see somebody commented that, they picked Lakers in 7. And I thought, that is absolutely preposterous. He went on to say that he doesn't know if AD, Anthony Davis, can carry the Los Angeles Lakers over the hump. Anthony Davis, who is averaging a 30-piece McNugget with a green bean dinner and a Peter Peddler on the side, cannot carry the Los Angeles Lakers over the hump. Now, Danny, what day is it? It's Wednesday. It is hump day, Danny.
Hump day.
It is hump day. Okay, we have Anthony Davis definitely being able to carry the Los Angeles Lakers over the hump. That was absolutely asinine, and I just want to know what is this mischief on your page?
Who is it?
And that's another interesting thing. So I clicked on the young man's page, okay? It said I rap songs or some nonsense. I clicked on it, and his name said drinking Patron like water. I said, nah, it makes sense why he said that, because the man he's drunk.
Yeah.
He's drunk, Daniel. He's drunk for saying that.
That Pat Ron, that'll do it to you.
That Pat Ron, he drinking
That Pat Ron is dangerous.
Hey, it's better than that Heron, okay? Stick to the Pat Ron, my man.
But as bad as the Henny, but
real talk, AD hasn't been in these moments before, though. Like, we haven't seen it from him. He hasn't made it this far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's kind of,
He is averaging. Now, this is probably arguably one of the best duos since Shaq and Kobe.
Oh, for sure.
The man is not guardable at this point in time. We could have said that about Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki when he took over. He hadn't. I don't got the.
You're giving Josh PTSD. He's like, oh fuck. Dirk.
Anyway, the man is about business. The man is about business. Anthony Davis is arguably just carrying the Lakers right now.
I got to say, the one thing about AD is there really isn't any holes in his game. And the craziest thing is he's so dynamic at everything, like his dribbling, his shooting from both, the 3-point line and mid-range, his ability to finish inside. I mean, it's incredible. And then his presence in the pick and roll. He's also able to step out on some of the perimeter guys. I don't think I've ever seen a guy that's been, overall as good as him. But, even Dirk was great in his prime, but
for a big guy, or
AD fills every void. So the big man position. So
Bam will be in foul trouble.
Yeah, Bam's gonna
guarantee that he will have a tough time with Anthony Davis, especially tonight.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So you gentlemen both have the Lakers. Might I ask, who do you have as your Finals MVP in that situation? We'll start with.
I'm going Anthony Davis.
Let's go, Kyle.
I'm going Lakers. I'm going Lakers in 5, and I've got Anthony Davis as Finals MVP.
Goose.
I'm gonna pick LeBron because I think his ability. Obviously, we know with the passing, and I think he's gonna rebound the ball pretty well. Obviously, too. He always has he plays a big role with rebounding, and then the scoring aspect as well. I think all three of those areas, benefit guys as far as winning Finals MVP because the numbers play a pretty decent role in that. So I'm gonna pick LeBron, even though I don't, not saying AD can't win it, but I'm gonna give him the edge in that department. So
yeah, I'm curious to see that too, because how we saw the diva route Kyrie went after winning a chip with LeBron. I wonder if AD might feel that if LeBron wins the MVP, if he might be a little like.
I don't think AD has that complex though. I think AD, I think he's more of a team player. Not to say like Kyrie wasn't, a great team player, but I just think Kyrie's mindset is a lot different. We see him kind of, going now. He's in Brooklyn, so I think he's kind of just, I don't know, he's a little shaky. But I think AD is. I think if they win this year, then they'll have a pretty good chance of winning next year too, depending on what they do in the off season. But next year is going to be competitive in the West, so.
Certainly. I think a lot of that had to do with Kyrie being a point guard, having the ball in his hands, bringing the ball up the floor. I don't think AD would be in that same position strictly just because of what he does on the court versus what Kyrie does. But that is a very good point that is possible. A lot of people gain a lot of confidence after playing with LeBron James.
Right. No, I like the point that Kyrie was a point guard and the main ball handler. Even though LeBron obviously ran some of the offense in Cleveland too, but that's a really good point about him being the point guard and wanting the ball. But I mean, they feed AD just as much, but he has the ball quite a bit. But yeah, it's a good point.
I'm definitely excited. So we got Miami for game 1 from Goose. What we got from you, Kyle?
I think if Miami can win a game, it's tonight. I know LeBron likes to give a little bit of bait to his opponent, yep. And kind of scope him out a little bit. So if the Heat were to win a game, it's tonight. So
yep.
I think
the chickens will come home to nest, though. They will be home to nest, and LA will be holding up another banner in the Staples Center.
Yeah, I think LA takes it tonight just because of the fresher bodies. AD with injuries and LeBron being a little bit older, it being the first game of the season or first game of the series. I'm sorry, might see these guys pop off a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's a possibility. I think tonight's kind of a toss up, but I know how LeBron has always handled. I've been watching him obviously for a long time, so I think he kind of tries to figure out what the game plan is, against them. So I think he'll try to, decipher what Spo is going to do in the first half. And then, and sometimes that can be, he sacrifices games sometimes just trying to figure out what the opposing defense is doing. But yeah, it should be interesting though.
I do want to get one more point too, question to ask you guys before we got to go. The Heat in the comparisons to the 04 championship Pistons, or just that group of guys. Do you guys see the resemblance in that at all? Or are you guys like in disagreement? Because I see some people like getting like heated over it, like that's disrespectful to the Pistons. Blase. How you guys sit? How you guys feeling that?
I have heard that comparison. I have, and that is it's quite troubling, honestly. I don't think that I don't think that they had the same type of chemistry or players as the 04 Pistons. There's a lot more youth on Miami. They'd also, they have an MVP caliber player in Jimmy Butler, which the Pistons did not have. So I just can't, agree with that comparison.
Goose?
Yeah, I think, today we can't really make that comparison, but, I just think it's a tough comparison to make, obviously, because, we're making that comparison before the outcome of the finals. So, it's really hard to do that. We've seen how the bad boy Jesus Christ. The 04 Pistons.
Thanks.
04 Pistons, definitely were a great team. So, had a lot of soldiers on that squad. So, yeah, I think it's tough to make that comparison pre-championship. But, if they beat the Lakers, you can definitely make that comparison for sure.
Yeah, if they sweep Kobe and Shaq like the Pistons did, which I don't see happening, then we can make that comparison. I think that's a little bit overboard.
Right.
Sarah, you fucking up again, Sarah. It was 4-1 that series. It was a gentleman's sweep, as they say.
Damn it, Sarah!
Yeah, God damn it, Sarah.
I've been paying attention.
Hey, we know what I'm about to do. I'm definitely about to hit up IRAP and stuff. I want to see if he wants to have that conversation with Kyle at some point on the speakeasy. Kyle,
pick him up from the bar right now. He's at the bar laying out. He's laid out at the bar right now.
Hell yeah. And I appreciate you, Goose, taking the time. I know you just got off of work like myself. You had to rush get nice, you know what I'm saying? We had to get a little dapper, you know what I'm saying? Kyle
Yeah,
pulled it out of us.
great over
Yeah,
there.
no problem, bro. Thank you for having me. It's definitely a pleasure being on the podcast. You know, I know we talked about it, so I'm glad we were able to make something happen. So
Hell
definitely
yeah. And today was just kind of like thrown together, fellas. Like, I feel like we came out a little nice for just some
came together. Yeah, we
thrown
did.
together, but
We
you know what I'm
did.
saying? So
We did.
we'll be more prepared for next time. And I feel like it'll come out, you know, so we do better. But one more question. Where can I get this hat? I've been seeing this on Instagram. I seen it on the Speakeasy
Yeah.
story post. What's up with this hat, man? What's that A mean?
Well, this is the first AGD fitted. Stands for All Got a Dream, and you can find those at agdfam.com. Yeah, they also have the embroidery on the back also. And yeah, thank you for repping, man. Always.
Yeah, it's a nice
Yes,
hat.
sir.
I'm gonna have to go to that. I'm gonna have to go in there and get me one. So I'm about to order
And
one.
we've also got green.
Oh
We've
wow,
also got
I
green.
like that green.
Go
That's
white.
Embroidery on the back also. So
Go green. I'm about to cop
Yes,
that
sir.
just so I can say that shit. See?
yes, sir.
All right.
All right, well, shit, fellas. I'm gonna stop the recorder. We can still keep our little conversations going, why not? But I appreciate you guys coming on.
It's been a
All right.
pleasure, Speak Easy. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.